What's going on, world? I already know you're here for the tech news. I don't want to waste your time, so let's dive in. In the first article, Google is testing Gemini AI agents that help you in video games. Google just announced Gemini 2.0, and as part of its suite of news today, the company is revealing that it's been exploring how AI agents built with Gemini 2.0 can understand rules in video games to help you out. The agents can reason about the game based solely on the action on the screen and offer up suggestions for what to do next in real-time conversation, according to Google DeepMind CEO DH and CTO KK. H and K also say that the agents can also tap into Google Search to connect you with the wealth of gaming knowledge on the web. Google is also testing the agent's ability to interpret rules and challenges in games like Clash of Clans and Heyday from Supercell. So to give you a little bit more visual insight of these video game AI agents, let's check out this video right here.
Hey, listen, I'm about to start a game and I want to make sure I complete the weekly quests. Can you see them?
Yes, I can see them. Looks like you need to pick up 300 gems and dust 10 boss monsters. You've already got a head start on the 300 gems.
Cool. I'll ask you to remind me about it during the game because I keep forgetting about it.
Absolutely, I'll keep an eye out and remind you about the quests.
Hey, so I'm planning to go on an attack, but first I need to train an army. So maybe you could recommend troop composition for my army.
Based on your available troops and their quantity in the top left of the screen, we should train a mix of giants, barbarians, archers, and wizards. The focus should be on using giants to absorb damage, while wizards can take out high damage defenses, and barbarians and archers can deal with the weaker buildings.
All right, that sounds good.
Hey, I'm about to pick a character. Can you do a quick search on Reddit? What is the meta? As in, like, what are the best characters?
Let me look that up for you. I'll let you know what I find. From what I found on Reddit, it looks like Shelly is a good character due to her knockback and self-heal. It's also worth considering Jessie and Ice Wizard, which are in the A tier in the recent tier list. Do you want me to go into more detail on the tier list?
No, it's good.
To sell your crops, go to your roadside shop. You can set the price and amount you want to sell, then wait for buyers.
Okay. Can you help me find where the shop is? I see the multiple buildings here. I'm very confused.
Your shop is the building with the awning towards the lower left corner of your screen. It has an icon like a stall with red and white stripes above it.
Hey, can you remind me about the quests again? What do I need to do?
Don't forget about the quests. You need to collect 300 gems and dust 10 boss monsters.
So that was a very insightful video. I do believe because of these video game AI agents, there's going to be two types of camps that come out of this. You're going to have the group of video gamers who want to explore and discover things on their own. And then you're going to have the group of video gamers who want to get right to it. And these AI agents would help them. And to give you an example, think of Grand Theft Auto. If there's a new island to discover, you're going to have video gamers who want to go through different missions or explore the city or place or get ways to get to that island because it provides that sense of achievement and then being able to complete those missions and make it to the end. It's kind of like climbing that mountain and making it to the top and get that sense of winning that comes with achieving something. But then you're going to have those other video gamers who just want to get into the game. They want to get right to it. They don't want to go through missions or hoops and hurdles. Show me the island right now. So for me personally, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm interested to see how this is going to play out and what's going to happen next with it. And this is Google, so I'm sure they're going to make this technology even better. And they probably have other use cases that they're looking forward to later on down the road. And if any other information arises with this, I'll make sure to keep you updated. Let's move on to the next article. We got Cruise is back in the news, and GM is giving up on Cruise robotaxis and pivots to personal autonomous vehicles. General Motors announced that it will no longer fund the development of commercial robotaxi business and will instead absorb its self-driving car subsidiary Cruise and combine it with the automaker's own efforts to develop the driver assistance features and eventually fully autonomous personal vehicles. GM acquired the self-driving company for $1 billion, and since then, GM has spent more than $10 billion on the company in a bid to commercialize autonomous vehicle technology via a robotaxi business. According to a GM statement, the aim is to bring AV technology into millions of GM vehicles. The best way to do this is with a singular strategy that prioritizes the incremental delivery of autonomous capabilities. employees. This means that GM will continue to improve its hands-free driver assistance system, Super Cruise. Technology developed by GM and Cruise engineers will be used to push Super Cruise to a hands-off, eyes-off system, which Richardson hinted in an interview with TechCrunch earlier this year. The dramatic shift in strategy comes just 1 year after Cruise became embroiled in a scandal. In the fallout, Cruise lost its commercial operating permits from California regulators, paused other testing in other states, laid off 900 employees, and shuttered plans to build a custom robotaxi called the Origin. So yeah, it was only a matter of time before GM pulled the plug on Cruise, with so many other things happening and with them in the hole when it comes to billions and billions of dollars. This was a very smart strategy for GM to do so that they don't dig themselves even deeper into a money hole. And also because Cruise had to put in hold on testing the robotaxis in other cities, it put them farther behind the likes of Waymo and other robotaxis and other companies who are pushing these autonomous vehicles and robotaxis out in different cities. So it looks like Cruise is going to be going away, and with that I am very interested to see how GM is going to implement the technology into their current vehicles. Because they're not as popular as other vehicle companies, I'm not sure how that's going to play out for them. So I look forward to seeing what's going to happen in 2025 with this and their Super Cruise technology. And if any other information arises, I will make sure to keep you updated. Let's move on to that next article. In more Google news, Google built an AI tool that can do research for you. Google has revealed a new AI tool called Deep Research that lets you call upon its Gemini bot to scour the web for you and write a detailed report based on its findings. Deep Research is currently only available in English to Gemini Advanced subscribers. If you have access, you can ask Gemini to research a particular topic on your behalf, and the chatbot will create a multi-step research plan that you can either edit or approve. Google says Gemini will start its research by finding interesting pieces of information on the web and then performing related searches, a process it repeats several times. When it's finished, Gemini will spit out a report of its key findings with links to the websites where it found its information. You can ask Gemini to expand on certain areas or tweak its report, as well as export the AI-generated research to Google Docs. So I believe this type of technology is going to be very beneficial for the research community, college students, high school students, and then people like yourself who might want to explore a specific topic a little bit deeper. For the people who want to learn about a specific topic, when you get that report on that topic, it's going to give you a lot of great information, in which that great information can help spark an idea that can take you down another rabbit hole or into another world of creating or doing something more. It can really just take things to a different place that you haven't thought of before. And for the content creators out there who are creating videos on specific topics, you can create detailed reports on that specific topic, bringing even more value to your viewers. So I like what Google is doing on top of their video game AI agents, and now they have this deep research tool. It looks like they're going to be expanding even more when it comes to the world of AI and how they can utilize the tool to help enhance people's lives and what they do on a daily basis. If any other information arises, I'll make sure to keep you updated. Up next, we have our main man Elon is back in the news. Elon Musk brain chip test approved in Canada. Elon Musk Neuralink has received approval from Canadian health authorities to run the first international trial for its fully implantable wireless brain-computer interface (BCI) technology. And if you don't know, a BCI is a system that allows a person to directly control an external device with their brain waves. It is hoped the technology could help paralyzed individuals to communicate with the world. The new trial, called Can Prime Study, could help establish the safety and functionality of Neuralink's coin-sized BCI, which is implanted in the brain by a robot. Like the US study, Can Prime would evaluate the safety of the implant and the surgical robot, as well as assess its initial functionality. The trial is open to Canadian residents with limited or no ability to use both hands due to ALS or cervical spinal cord injury. Neuralink recently said it had received US approval to launch a new feasibility study into using its BCI technology with an experimental robotic arm. On social media, the company said it plans to cross-enroll participants in the study for the ongoing Prime trial. So that's just some news related to Neuralink. I know we hear a lot about SpaceX and a lot about Tesla and the Optimus bots and then the FSD technology. Sometimes that can overshadow what's going on with Neuralink. So it's always important to stay informed on this type of technology, because even though they're testing it right now on people with disabilities, this type of technology maybe 10 or 15 years down the road could be coming to a lot of people who might want to try it out. Now, I'm not sure what type of people will want to try this out and have the type of BCI technology implanted in their brain, but I'm sure there are people out there who just want to be one of those first people to do it. So we shall see what happens next with this technology with Neuralink. I'm sure they're going to expand to even more places, and I'll make sure to keep you updated if that happens. On to the next article we have. Air taxi company plans commercial service in Abu Dhabi. Archer Aviation has signed an agreement to establish eVTOL operations in Abu Dhabi. A multi-party agreement with key United Arab Emirates organizations aims to formalize the cooperation among stakeholders to prepare to launch the first commercial eVTOL flight. This could make Archer the first electric aerial vehicle to manufacture and operate in the Middle East and North Africa region and the first to launch commercial flying taxi operations in the Emirate. The Abu Dhabi Investment Office plans to coordinate the Abu Dhabi entities to prepare for commercial operations. So because this is the best place to be for tech news, I've been covering air taxis for the past couple of months, and of course Archer has come up a lot, and then also Joby has come up a lot. So I believe these two are going to be key players in the eVTOL air transportation space, and because of that we could see these type of air taxis near airports or near places where you might have access to it one day and get on your first air taxi ride. So we should definitely see what happens next with this, and I look forward to bringing that information to you whenever it arises. Up next we have Google kicks off $20 billion renewable energy building spree to power AI. Nuclear power may have received the lion's share of attention from energy-hungry tech companies over the past few months, with Google among them, but it appears that those new reactors won't be enough for their AI ambitions. Google is now working with partners to build gigawatts of renewable power, battery storage, and grid upgrades to power its data centers. As tech companies like Google rush to bolster their AI capabilities, they've embarked on a building spree so vast that experts expect new AI data centers might be underpowered by 2027. The hope is that the arrangement will help the data centers and renewable power parks get connected quickly. There are 11,860 active requests in the US from power producers wanting to connect with the grid, and a total of 2.05 terawatts of capacity are waiting, nearly double what's currently installed and connected. So I brought this article to you because energy is going to play a very important piece in the future. When people say data is the new oil, we can easily say that energy is the lifeblood of the AI revolution. Now, because these companies don't have these energy sources yet and they're looking to tap into different types of energy, we could possibly in the next year in 2025 see news about grids going down or grids malfunctioning and things like that, simply because these companies might be trying to tap into that power that's on the grid because they don't have the solar or wind energy or the nuclear energy that's needed to fulfill the needs that these companies have. So hopefully that doesn't happen next year, but that's just something that I thought about while reading this article. And if we do start to see that type of news next year, you shall know where you heard it first. So that was just some of the latest news when it comes to the world of technology. I always want to make sure you stay informed. So in order to do that, you should already know to like the video, subscribe, and then tell a friend to like the video and subscribe. And then don't forget to check out these two videos right here where I keep you informed about the rapid evolving world of tech.